I am getting started on working on a van for the day. Today is day 27 of our DIY Sprinter van build. And I'm going to test the solar panels out, the ones that we got a couple of days ago, to see if they actually generate what they advertise to generate, which is 195 watts per panel. If these panels are good, they will fit right between our two fans, and I can fit 4 of them. So let's see if they actually do what they say they do. We're getting some decent sun, no clouds. Let me bring out my solar generator. This was plugged into AC power and it's at 100%. So I'm gonna drain it a little bit using like a heat gun or something before I test the solar panels. There you go. I just plugged the solar panel in, and right now it is reading 116, 98, 106, 109. These were advertised to be 195 watts. So we are climbing up a little bit, 128. It's still not close to the 195 mark that it's advertised to be. Yeah, these are like 120. I'm seeing 127 max right now input. I don't know. I don't think these are what they are. They said they are. And so let me test it a little bit longer. If things change, I'll keep them. If not, then they're going back to Amazon. So yeah, I don't see these being what they say they are. I haven't seen more than like 130 watts going in. Right now the sun is directly at it. I tilted it to the angle of the sun, and any little shadow that's on the solar panel, it drops to like half, to like 60 watts. So with that being said, I think this is false advertising. I think eco-worthy is not what they say they are. And it's a little bit of a fraud, so these are going back. That means we have to keep looking for new panels for our van. These are not going to cut it. Thought I had it figured out, but oh well. We'll keep looking. Well, I kind of had my doubts when I was ordering these because they seem a little bit too good to be true when it comes to the amount of wattage that it can produce and the size of it. It's a little bit smaller than some of the other comparable high voltage or high wattage panels. So yeah, definitely too good to be true for these to be really good, and very cheap too, but it is what it is. I'll return it. And I knew that it was from Amazon, so the return process should be really easy. So yesterday I gave a pretty lengthy rundown of our entire electrical system, and I thought I had everything figured out and I know exactly what I wanted to do with the system. But after last night, I'm rethinking some things and perhaps even changing the entire system. Well, not the 12-volt parts and what we need to use on a day-to-day basis, but the overall components of the van. 24-volt system, that was originally what I thought. I might consider doing a 48-volt system. And I mentioned in previous videos that I wanted to install a second alternator to this van. And what that does is it's a mini generator. When the van is running, it produces a lot of wattage into the house battery. The 48-volt version of that alternator charger can produce upwards of 6,000 watts into the batteries. That is huge. That's like incredible. Like there will be no more power issues when it comes to just on a day-to-day basis, as I'm driving the van, the batteries will get charged. If you guys watch our vlogs from when we were in California or when we were in the winter time, you'll remember that a lot of times we had to look for an EV charge station of some sort because our solar panels weren't generating enough power to supply what we need on a day-to-day basis. It was a deficit in power. And so I kind of want to solve that for this van. And originally the second alternator, the high output alternator, was the solution, but I realized that it's about a $10,000 upgrade to do the second alternator. And I was thinking about just using some cheaper lithium batteries. Right now lithium batteries are fairly cheap compared to what we paid 5 years ago on the old van. I think the price came down maybe like 5x or 5x cheaper than what I paid. So I wanted to get those cheaper batteries. And if I were to do a 48 volt system with a second alternator, I would have to pay for the premium batteries that can support such a high amount of amps going into those batteries. And I don't know if I want to do that. So the batteries that I would need to use for that build are 2 batteries at about a total cost of $6,000 just for the batteries, which is pretty expensive. I can buy the same amount of amp hours of those batteries, $6,000, for about $2,000, even less than $2,000. So do I want to pay that premium just to have that alternator charger? Plus I have to pay about $4,000 just for the alternator charger itself and get that installed. But that will ultimately solve all of our power problems. We don't have to rely on solar anymore to generate the power, and we will be able to have basically unlimited power as long as we're driving the van. So that's kind of the debate that I had in my mind last night. Do we want to splurge and do a 48 volt with the expensive batteries, or go with the cheaper batteries, go with the nice solar setup, and kind of do somewhat of what we did while we were traveling with our old van, which is be a little bit more reserved when we're using battery, don't use the induction cooktop too much, and just kind of watch what we're doing with power at all times. So, and where we stand right now is I'm thinking of doing a compromise between the two. I want to build a system where in the future, if I want to upgrade to the second alternator and change the entire battery, add the second alternator, I can do that. But that would mean that my entire system should be at the 48 volt standard, so that I don't have to change the components, right? I don't have to change the inverter charger anymore. I don't have to add the DC, the 48 volt, or if I was doing a 24 volt, then I would have to switch it to a 48 volt to 12 volt, which is what powers most of the stuff, the 12 volts. And so that's kind of where I stand right now. I'm thinking of doing a 48 volt system with the cheaper batteries and then upgrade if I think we need to. And especially when the new baby comes out, a lot of times the way that we'll travel for the first year or 2 years, it's going to be a lot of campground stays, which means there's going to be power anyway. So I don't need to have a second alternator at this time, but I want to have that option to upgrade if that's what we need when we're doing more traveling and we want to have more battery. So I think that's where we are right now. So I'm still kind of putting my thoughts on paper to plan the final setup for electrical, but that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. Anyway, the wiring of the 12 volts is still going to be the same. The wiring of the 120 volt cables are also going to be the same, and so I can still start with that, and I don't need to rush into just getting that conclusion before I start with electrical. So with that being said, let's run some 12 volt wires around the entire van for everything that we need 12 volts. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna do the wires all to this area right here. So everything is gonna be routed into here and connected to the fuse boxes, 12-volt fuse boxes. And the main reason for that is I'm gonna have switches here. It's gonna be inside, hidden away, different ball valves or whatnot. The USBs to connect to the camera system will all be up here, so everything will come up here rather than just another separate area that I have to allocate for those stuff. So let's get started. All right, I ran pretty much all the cables that I had. 200 feet, I only got a tiny bit left. So I still got a bunch of lights to run. I ran maybe about 85% of everything that I need. With the exception of just the kitchen lights, the front lights, and a bunch of other miscellaneous wires that I need to run. And this is how I did it. So everything is going to be in this area, and for the most part they are cut off here with everything labeled on the end here, or the front here, and then the back end of it, so I know what wire goes to which application. And I try my best to connect some of the wires together with multiple applications. For example, the bedroom USB light is going to be on the same wire as the fan light, or USB right here that's going to plug a fan in, and a USB that's going to be in the garage area. So that's one run that is going to power everything. And I try to group them together as best as I can, knowing sort of how much power the plug is going to actually use, so that I don't overpower. Like if I plug in something that uses a lot of power, it won't, not be enough for everything else on the line. So that's all I'm gonna be doing for today. Spencer already woke up from his nap, and we're actually gonna be heading out for dinner. Yeah, Rena and I haven't gone out to eat in a long time, so we're gonna have a meal. All right, let's get going. Yeah, it's excavator song, isn't it? Yeah, excavator song. Tonight we are doing a all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue called Cast Iron here in Staten Island. We had it once before, this location. It was pretty decent, and it's pretty close to my mom's place, so we're gonna have it again for tonight. This Korean barbecue spot is a little bit different than the other ones that we've been to. They use a cast iron, hence the name. It looks like this. And you just put all the food on top here, and all the oil will drip to the side here. And this spot is $36 per person. This is their dinner menu here. We're gonna be ordering the brisket, the beef intestine, cast iron steak, probably the pork roast we can try, Old Bay shrimp, spicy squid, butter squid. Actually, butter squid is probably better. And we're also going to be ordering a beef soup, steamed eggs here. All right. Thank you. Yeah. He's going to put the meats in there for us, I think. Oh, yeah. We're only able to order 3 meats at one time, so we ordered the brisket, the beef intestine and the cast iron steak. This is the brisket. Ooh, it's so steamy, isn't it? Yeah. Which one you want to try? You're gonna eat on this side, okay? When it's done, you're gonna sit on this side. Try some of this, this steak. Yeah, it's ready. This beef brisket is like the fatty beef or hot pot, but they just cook it on the cast iron here. Yeah. Broccoli, yeah. Let's try this beef brisket. Oh. It's so thin. A lot of fat on it, so really good. Next up, we got the beef intestine that's being cooked right now. I did. Do you like the steak? Wow, look at that beautiful steam egg. It's gonna be really tasty. We'll try it in a minute. They just put a lid on the beef intestine. I guess it doesn't cook that easily without it. They also got a fried calamari. Looks like it has a lot of batter on it, but let's try. Very crunchy, but really good. Got a little bit more salt to it, but pretty tasty. You like the steam egg? I try out their steam eggs. I usually love the Korean barbecue steam eggs. This is going to be really good, I think. Oh. Wow, so much flavor. They use like a chicken stock or something, so it's like a nice savory flavor to the eggs. Really good. We're gonna order the crab soup, spicy crab soup, which you said is really good. It comes with 2 or 1 crab. It's got some eggs in there too. Oh, 3 of them. Well, 2.5. Wow, that's pretty good. 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 crabs in this soup. I'm gonna order another one. Yeah, nice. This one is the beef intestine. Let's see how this tastes. Got a nice crunchy texture on the exterior from the grill there. Nice beefy flavor. It's really good. This one is the cast iron steak. I like that they cook it for you too, so you don't really need to do it yourself. But I like doing it myself. Yeah, they do a good job though. So let's try this out. They season it well, but it's kind of tough. It's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit tough. The thinner pieces are a little bit better, not as tough, but not too bad. Rena convinced me to get a soup, the crab soup as well. She really liked this one, so I'm gonna try it too. It's nice and thick. There's a lot of like minced meats in here too. Minced beef, some tofu, scallion, and of course you got the crabs. This is a little spicy, right? Oh, really nice flavors. A little kick to the throat, but really nice flavor. Very strong craft flavors too. Really good. And I order another steam eggs. I love this. Spencer's liking the cast iron steak. I gotta turn up the AC a little bit over here. The fire is really strong for this. I don't know if you guys can see. That fire under it. And we got the pork jewel going in. This is the pork jewel, the pork cheek. Try. Oh. Wow, this is really good. Really crunchy from the exterior. Really chewy texture. I like it. This is good. It's nice that they cook for us, but I don't like that they cook one thing, then the next. So like you can't have a variety. Like you have to eat that one item and finish it before they cook the next thing. Because sometimes like I want to cook a little bit of everything, so you can have everything. I guess you can. This one is the garlic cube steak. This is really tender. And he cooked it really well. Still a little red inside, so really good. And the butter squid is ready. Let's try it. Really tender. Pretty good. Did you have a good dinner? Yeah, you liking the beef? Yeah, Spencer likes the steaks here. Really good, right? I wonder if they have any desserts here. Do they have dessert? Do they have ice cream here? Ooh, would you like some? Let's see if they have any, okay? Ooh, you want this? Let's open it. Let's see. This is the Malona ube flavor. It's $2 extra, so it's not included. Maybe all you can eat. Sorry, we can have this. Ooh, you ate so good, Spence. How about one more piece of steak before we eat it? One more piece of steak. Very good. Thank you. And then you have the ube. So hot here. Yes. All right, let's go. We just got done with dinner. Did you have a good dinner? Yeah, it was good, right? Yeah, this place was better than what we remembered. It was just so hot inside though. That was the only bad thing about it. But the food here was really good. We had a good dinner. All right, we're gonna head back home. We are back home at my mom's house. Rena, Spencer, and my mom, they're all hanging out downstairs in the living room. And we are back home at my mom's house. Spencer and my mom, they're hanging out downstairs. And I'm gonna end the video here. Tomorrow we're gonna continue working on installing the electrical wires. I just got the 120 volt wire, marine grade, so I can run some more wires tomorrow. And I still need to order another roll of the 12 volt stuff, which is the 12 gauge. So that's probably gonna come tomorrow if I order it right now. And so that's gonna be kind of the next few days. Tomorrow's gonna be another hot day, so we'll see how much work we got done. And I'm still in between on the electric setup, to be honest. I haven't fully committed to a 24 volt or 48 volt, but I am leaning towards moving over to a 48 volt just so that it is more future proof and I get all the components along with it. So yeah, that's kind of what's been in my mind these last few days. Which system should we go with for electrical? So I will let you guys know what I end up deciding. And so if you guys want to keep watching our DIY Sprinter van build, hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new videos come out. And if you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so that can spread to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye.